the letter hidden inside the library book. Every Saturday morning, Lucas Bennett, a 31-year-old architect, visited the oldest public library in Chicago. He loved quiet places, old books, and the feeling that every shelf held a story waiting to be discovered. One rainy afternoon, he borrowed a worn-out copy of Pride and Prejudice. As he opened the first page, a folded handwritten letter slipped onto the floor. It wasn't addressed to anyone. It simply read, "If this letter finds you, I hope you're still someone who believes that love isn't something you search for. It's something that quietly finds you." There was no signature, only a tiny sketch of a blue butterfly. Lucas smiled. He folded the letter carefully and placed it back inside the book. The next Saturday, he returned the novel, but before leaving, he added his own note. "Whoever wrote this, thank you. I needed these words more than you know." A week later, he borrowed the same book again. Inside was another reply. "Then maybe this library still has magic." From that moment on, every Saturday became a conversation between two strangers. No phone numbers, no names, only handwritten letters hidden inside the same old novel. They talked about dreams, favorite cities, childhood memories, books that changed their lives, and the quiet fear of falling in love again. Months passed. Lucas never missed a Saturday. Neither did the mysterious writer. One letter read, "If we ever meet, promise me one thing. Don't try to be perfect. Just be honest." Lucas smiled as he wrote back, "Honesty is easier when someone already understands your heart." Spring arrived. The library announced it would close for renovation in 2 weeks. Lucas panicked. What if he never found the person behind the letters? On the library's final open day, he placed one last message inside the book. "Tomorrow at 10 a.m., I'll be sitting beneath the old oak tree outside the library with this book in my hands. If you come, wonderful. If not, thank you for giving me the most beautiful story I've ever lived." The next morning, rain clouds drifted across the sky. Lucas waited. 10 minutes passed, then 20. Just as he stood to leave, a young woman walked towards him, holding a blue umbrella. A tiny silver butterfly hung from her necklace. She smiled. "I think you've been reading my letters." Lucas laughed softly. "And I think you've been writing my favorite chapters." Her name was Olivia Carter, a 29-year-old children's book illustrator. They spent the entire afternoon talking beneath the oak tree, laughing as if they had known each other for years. 1 year later, the library reopened. Lucas invited Olivia back to the same shelf where everything had begun. He handed her the same old novel. Inside wasn't another letter. It was a velvet ring box. Olivia looked up in surprise. Lucas smiled. "Our story started between the pages of a book. I'd like the rest of it to be written together. Olivia Carter, will you marry me?" Tears filled her eyes. She nodded. "Yes. But only if we keep leaving little love letters inside library books." Lucas laughed. "Deal." Years later, visitors sometimes found anonymous handwritten notes hidden inside old novels. Most people thought they were left by strangers. But the library staff knew the truth. They were tiny reminders from two people whose greatest love story began with a single forgotten letter.